Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. My favorite doctor, Dr. Georgina Cannon. So how are you, Georgina?
I'm great, thank you.
Good.
I love the music.
Yeah, great stuff. We have a different genre. We have opera. We have
Yes.
Ian Thomas with classic Canadian rock,
Yes.
and these big singers.
Yes.
You like opera?
I love music, I love song. In fact, I'm taking a course at the Royal Conservatory. I go tonight, and it's called Singing from Scratch. I'm a terrible singer, but I love to sing, so I'm going to learn how to sing
From scratch.
in tune from scratch.
So I got 2 CDs here. I got Dump the Junk.
Dump the Junk.
So tell me about it sounds like a rap song from the hood. Dump the Junk.
So Dump the Junk literally is about getting rid of all your old baggage, whether it be guilt or whether it be resentment or anger, anything that you were carrying through life that stops you moving forward and being your best.
Do people usually tend to become resentful as they get on in age because nobody wants to get old, and you start, you think
That's one reason.
you're getting you're out of time, and there's so many things you wanted to do and you can't do them anymore?
Is this something we need to do? Is this some work we need to do? I mean, between us, Frank, do we need to talk?
Actually, I'm at a great place in my life right now.
Good.
Yeah, and every morning, me in the mirror, we get along great. So is that what Dump the Junk is? Is to cleanse all the stuff that's burning
all levels,
you?
Yes, all levels.
Because the problem with us, we're emotional animals, and emotion hurts us, right?
Yes, but we also carry stuff that doesn't even belong to us. So if you grew up in an angry household...
Oh, my house was pissed off. We were pissed off about... My father get pissed off about ordering a glass of water.
Why are we not surprised?
That's when we come to forgiveness. So after you dump the junk, you go to forgiveness.
That's right.
So do you think, people are capable of forgiveness? I like it. Let's be straight up, okay?
Absolutely.
Usually, if somebody really burns you in a way that they burn you, you'll never be able to forgive them because it'll always come back.
But if you don't forgive them, if you don't let it go, then they always have the power over you.
Really? I don't know.
Okay,
I'm Sicilian. Sicilian Alzheimer's, we never forget about it.
But then they always have power over you. But if you really, really, really understand that people do the best they can with what they've got, and sometimes what they've got isn't good enough or isn't enough, then you'll understand that we are all capable of hurting others in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but if somebody burns you, my philosophy is just don't deal with them anymore and just write them off. So out of mind, eye that doesn't see is heart that doesn't hurt. All of those cliches. If somebody burns you, you just write them off, and that way they don't bother you no more, right?
So is that a form of forgiveness, or what is that a form of?
There is no forgiveness. I'm just saying we don't forgive. It's not in our genetic makeup. It's just over. I tend to agree with you, Georgina, but I don't agree with you on this one. I think if somebody burns you a big burn, I don't think you can ever forgive them. You might be able to.
You may not forget.
Get to the point.
You may not forget, but you can forgive, because as long as you carry that rank resentment and hatred and anger, it's always going to have power over you, and it eats you away.
But
it's
isn't
toxic.
anger and hatred part of the human psyche?
It doesn't make it good to carry it with you all the time, because it's like looking through life through a dirty window. If you always look through a window that's colored with anger and resentment, your view of the world is distorted.
So you just get wind dance, right?
That's called forgiveness.
So where
It's a new
where
Procter
can you
Gamble
get
brand.
forgiveness, which I'm going to have to try to find and understand a place in my heart, and dump the junk.
Dump the junk.
I like that. I like dump the junk. Where can you get these
You can get them through my website.
And what's that?
GeorginaCannon.com.
If you want to dump the junk and you want to learn forgiveness, don't go to WW Sicilian, where we hold a grudge. So, right now, if you had to give advice to somebody that really got hurt from somebody that
Yes.
totally got burnt,
Yes.
What advice would you give to them? Would you say stay away from that person if the
No,
person
what I would say to them is, do you understand what is important to you as a human being? What are your values? What are your life values? Because often if people are being hurt frequently by others, it means they have no boundaries.
they're
And
allowing
people
they're
cross
allowing
their
people to
boundaries.
walk all over them.
Yeah, they cross their boundaries all the time. And the way to build your boundaries is to understand your personal values. And most people don't know what their values are. Once you really understand your own self, your own values, who you are and what's important to you, then you live according to those values, and people don't cross your boundaries.
So if somebody comes to you broken, fragile, how long does it take for them to, how many times do they have to come and see you before they, because it's almost like a gym of emotion, right? It's like almost like a workout.
It depends on the root of it, the cause of it. Sometimes it can be shifted in as few as 6 or 7 sessions. Sometimes it takes longer, 3 or 4 months.
But is there people that are broken and that's it? There's no way to fix them?
If they want to be victims, some people like the role of being a victim. They love being a victim. It has huge payoff when you're a victim. Nobody expects anything from you. So they're stuck in that cycle too. Then you can't help them.
You can't?
No.
No amount of drugs, no amount of prescriptions, no amount of wine.
I never try the wine and drugs and prescriptions in my office.
No.
Especially not at the same time.
Anyways, we've been talking to the great Georgina Cannon, Dr. Georgina Cannon. And remember, dump the junk if you want to be happy. And remember, it's good to forgive.
If you can.
If you can. We'll take a short break. We're going to be right back here on the Being Fun.